Namaste. I'm Nikita. I started my first business when I was 20 and now I'm going to be 40 soon. So I know a thing or two about building up a business. This is a third video in my series of business mentoring. These are training videos that I would like you to watch and learn from if you're considering starting a business or if you're in the very early stages. If you already have a business, then these may not be relevant to you, although you can still watch them and hopefully you will still find them useful. So in the very first video, and I do encourage you to look back on them if you haven't yet done so, it's important to watch them in order. But just to recap, in the first one we looked at the 3 P's: passion, patience and perseverance. These are the qualities that are required from business owners in order to start up a business that's going to be sustainable longer term. In the second video, we dived into your offers, really thinking about, are my offers suitable for my audience? But more than that, are they aligned with what I want to be doing? Is it what I really want to be offering? And this is quite a difficult thing to do. It's quite a challenge because, as I said in that video, we often want to serve people in the best possible way. We have every good intention, but then fear kicks in and we think, well, people are not going to buy that. People are not going to go for that. And it's funny when we use the term people because we use it as if it's so easy to just define all of people, but actually there are so many different types of people out there, and that's what today's video is about. Today's video is about finding your people. So it's true that there are so many different types of people. Some people don't even mind who they go to. They chop and change. They go to different suppliers. They're not loyal to a particular business. There is another group of people that love shopping locally and that like using small businesses. There's another group of people that prefer convenience and they'll order from the bigger stores or the bigger companies. There are so many different types. It would be, really silly to even attempt to put them into groups actually, because there's such a wide range of people on the planet. So what I want you to start to think about today is, who are your people? We often talk about ideal client. Now, I've done a lot of training. I've had coaches, I've had business strategists as well, and they all go through this ideal client profiling exercise, and it's very, very important to do. But I think it all comes down to one thing. We want people who are like us. Just like our friendships, we want people who understand us so that we're all on the same wavelength. We want our partner to be similar to us. They don't need to be the same, but there needs to be some kind of commonality between us. So in the same way, we would probably want our ideal client to be like us as well. It sounds quite simple, doesn't it, when you put it like that? That if we're looking for our family and our friends and all our relationships to be on par, like aligned, that doesn't mean you've all got the same hobbies and the same interests. Of course, they're going to vary, but there needs to be something that is a thread between us both. And what is that one thing? It's you. It's the business owner. So when you think about your ideal client, what you're really thinking about is you. How would you like to be served? Sometimes people say, what would your younger self want? What would the version of you want? So for example, if you're in a wedding business, what did you want when you were planning your wedding? If you are a nutritionist, what type of nutritionist did you want to go to, or did you go to? So it's about looking back and really reflecting on your journey. That's why it's so important to be reflective in business. Business is not just about actioning and, spreadsheets and strategies and branding and marketing. Of course, all that's important, but more than that, it's about reflecting on what am I doing, and most importantly, why. So I'll give you an example. I'm somebody that loves luxury. I absolutely love luxury. Okay, so I like going to nice hotels, I like wearing really nice clothes, I like designer handbags, I like nice perfume. Now, that doesn't, label me as materialistic or anything like that. I am spiritual as well, and I want to eliminate the belief that you can't be materialistic and spiritual at the same time, because you definitely can. It's all about attachment. And but anyway, I'll perhaps start another video on that. But the example I want to share with you is that I love luxury. So if I'm going to put out an offer, I'm going to do so in luxury. So my Reiki ritual treatment, for example, is a luxury treatment. It's a 90-minute treatment. Now, other people offer 60 minutes, but when I go for a massage or something, I always upgrade. I always add on extra time because I don't like 60 minutes. For me, like 5 minutes changing, 5 minutes chatting at the end, like an hour just doesn't seem enough. So I always try to go for 90 or even 2 hours actually. So because I like that, I created a treatment like that. Similarly, because I like nice hotels, whenever I do my yoga retreats or my spa weekends, they're always in 5-star hotels. I don't do them in any less. Now, that's not to say that if I was, it wouldn't be good enough. This is not me being a snob here. This is about me using my personal experiences with my preferences and then merging them together with my professional skills. So what I really want you to take away from this video is, what do you like? What's your personality? I'll give you another example. I went to a brand strategy day and it was all about learning content creation and things like that. The lady running it loves gin and tonic. It's her favorite drink. And the event was happening in the summer. So as part of the event, she said to all of us ladies that were there, it was open to men as well, but we all happened to be ladies. She said, I'd like you to all stay back if you can. At the end of the day, once we've finished all of the training, we're going to have G&Ts. Now that sounds really obvious, doesn't it? But not everybody would think to do that. Similarly, I love Prosecco. Prosecco is one of my favorite drinks. I could drink Prosecco any day of the week. It doesn't have to even be a special occasion. So when I published my poetry book, it felt natural for me to do an event where I incorporate poetry and Prosecco, and I even called it Poetry and Prosecco event. And I actually had people comment on social media and say, your book is called Meditation Through Poetry, therefore you should be promoting meditation. Therefore, you should not be advocating drinking at your event. So I had people on social media criticize me because I was merging my love for Prosecco with my love for poetry. They felt that if I was a true yogi perhaps, or if I was really into meditation, that I should not be encouraging Prosecco. And also people that don't drink were really actually put off by the event and they didn't book on. But this is the really important thing now that I want you to take away for your own business. But I don't want those people there at my event. Because if those people have that judgment or that limiting belief, they're not the right people for me. I want people who are like me. So I had other people contact me and say, wow, what a great idea. You're going to do poetry readings and then we're going to have Prosecco. What a fantastic way to launch your book. I want those people there because those people are going to give me energy and enthusiasm, and they're going to be my people. They're part of my tribe. So the takeaway from this video today is find your tribe. Tribe attracts tribe. So whoever you are today is whoever you're going to attract to you. Remember, everything's energy, and you can watch my other videos where I talk a lot about the chakra system and the energetic channels in the body. Everything's energy. We're all radiating a particular energy. So don't change yourself according to other people. I had somebody contact me about my spa weekend, and they said, just wanted to know, because I'm on a weight loss plan. That's what they said to me. I'm on a weight loss plan, and I just want to know what the food will be like. Would it be really healthy? Because I'm looking for more of a detox retreat. And I said, no, I'm going to be honest with you here. No, it's not going to be healthy. It's going to be very indulgent food. You know, there are healthy options on the menu. Of course, every restaurant you go to has healthy options on the menu. That goes without saying. But my retreats are not focused on nutrition. They're focused on connection. They're focused on women and men getting together, sharing conversation, having meals, having luxury spa facilities, enjoying yoga with me. And a part of that is really nice, delicious food. And there is going to be wine flowing as well. And she said, that's not the right retreat for me. So I could have said, okay, then I'll change my retreat. But I didn't. I said, okay, then good luck finding one. You've got to accept you're not for everyone. And this is possibly the hardest thing in business, I think, actually, to accept that you are not there to serve everyone, just like you're not there to be friends with everyone. There are going to be people that resonate with you, and there are going to be people that don't. And I presume that you only want to be around the people that really like you. They're your fans, they're your cheerleaders. And those that don't, they can move on and they can find somebody else. Another example I'll give you, I always play music in my yoga classes. And also I'm quite, although of course I teach yoga with a lot of calmness and a lot of discipline, there's a lot of serenity that I create. I'm also very funny. I have a really witty side to my personality. So in the yoga class that I teach, not only do I play music, but I'm quite funny. I make jokes here and there, like I change the names of the postures, or I'll give a life example or something like that that will make people laugh. And somebody came to my class and said, well, first of all, I don't like the fact that you play music. I find it very distracting. And second of all, I find it inappropriate that you make jokes in the middle of the class. And I said, oh, okay, I'm so sorry you feel that way, but I'm not going to change those things because I love music and I want to attract people who love music. I can put the volume down slightly, but I can't change that. And me being funny, well, you're asking me to suppress a part of my personality because I am funny. And if I think there's something funny, I will say it. Like if there's something that plays in the music, like a really high-pitched gong or something, I'll make a joke out of it. And that may not be appropriate for everybody. And they might think, oh, I'm in a yoga class to relax. But I'm not going to pretend. If something comes to me naturally, I'm going to be that way. And a lot of us in society, we wear masks. We put on an act. We pretend to try to fit in. And we're probably used to doing that because of our corporate experience. If you've worked in a corporate environment, you have to be suited and booted and carry a briefcase, and sort of that's the way we've been conditioned. But dharma, which is actually the essence of what we're talking about here, is not about that. It's about being true to yourself. It's about being true to your personality. So I have people in my yoga class that love my personality. They love the fact that I'm relaxed and I'm not acting like a very traditional yogi and pretending to be something that I'm not. Because that's me, and I will attract people that are aligned with me. So I want you to think about, who are you? What do you have to bring to the table? What unique qualities, what quirks have you got in you that you can share in your sessions and you can become known for? There might be physical things, like I know someone who's got red hair and people love her. People go to her sessions. She runs women's circles and she's got a beautiful, radiant personality, and people go to her because they're drawn to that. Whereas if somebody is not that way inclined, they won't go to her. That doesn't mean to say she's bad or wrong. It just means she's being true to herself. So I really want you to think about showing up and being true to yourself. Now, this may not be so relevant if you plan to have a team and you want to establish a brand, but if you want to be the main person, the main central focus of your business, then this is going to be vital for you. Like for me, Journey with Nikita, I'm the main person, I'm the main face of my business. So for me, it's important that I show up authentically. So one of the things you probably notice in a lot of my videos, I don't wear any makeup. Now, if I was not being authentically me, then I would just put makeup on, do the videos, and then take it off for the rest of the time and not wear it. But what would be the point in that? I don't really understand why I would do that, because perhaps a few years ago when I was quite insecure about myself, maybe I would have done that. But I don't need to do that anymore, because if anyone's watching me and they like somebody that's really made up and have lots of effects in the videos and lots of different things, they'll just switch off. That's fine. But the people like you who have stayed to the end and are still watching this after 16 and a half minutes, because you feel something within me and there's this energetic connection between us, and I feel it too as I'm projecting it, and hopefully you are receiving it. So the message from this video is be yourself. Don't try and be what you think your clients want you to be or need you to be. Just be you and see what happens. Okay, I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video. We're going to dive deeper into the ideal client because there's so much to talk about here. But the real thing that I wanted you to take away is the ideal client is you. It's that younger version of you. It's that part of you before you acquired all the knowledge and the skills and the experience that you have today. I really hope that's helped. Please feel free to leave your comments below. It's really going to encourage me to do more of these videos. If I don't get that many comments, I'll assume that people don't really want to hear from me, in which case I will talk about other topics. There's so much I love sharing: chakras and manifestation, mindfulness, meditation, poetry. I just have so many things that I could talk about. So if I find that the business mentoring is not necessarily what my audience want from me, then I will just not use my energy and not do that. So hopefully you have resonated, and if so, please leave your comments below. Thank you. Namaste.